Hello, everyone. Amanda Williams, MD, MPH, here with you today. I want to talk about swapping out your orange juice with Orange's HX. And it came to me today as I was sitting here and I was thinking, how many people on the weekends look forward to having, breakfast with their families? And, they all say, let's have orange juice. I always think, why are we so attracted to orange juice? Because it really is not that healthy for us. And I know I'm here in the state of Florida and I should be very, promoting of orange juice. However, we know eating an orange is one thing because you're going to obtain the fiber from it, but actually drinking orange juice is really not the best option. And when we look at the actual nutrient breakdown within oranges and within the orange juice, it's not so great. So if we eat the whole food, that's one thing, not a bad choice. But to actually have orange juice, we can have better options, which is why I want to talk to you about the Oranges HX, because this is sourced from natural fruits and vegetables that are all in that orange pigmented family. So we have things like oranges and tangerines in this, but we also have other wonderful nutrients, things like carrot extract and pumpkin seed extract. So the whole broad scoping family of all of those orange pigmented fruits and vegetables. So we're getting all of those really great polyphenols and antioxidants that are derived from each one of those. But this is also a wonderful, wonderful formulation because it is enhanced with so many other nutrients. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. There's a huge difference between drinking orange juice or drinking Orange's HX. Your orange juice is not going to be providing you with inositol, for example. And we know inositol is very important when it comes to cell communication, especially when we're talking about our brains. So if we want to enhance brain capacity and enhance our cognitive function, having inositol on board is very helpful. We kind of look at an inositol kind of like a B complex in its own right, and it really helps with that neuronal cell to cell communication so that our little neurons in our brain are firing on all cylinders, as I always say. So that's one benefit. So we know orange juice doesn't have the inositol in it. So you're getting inositol with the Orange's HX, but you are also getting other powerful nutrients such as DMG, which is dimethylglycine. Now, why is that important? Well, we know that dimethylglycine is naturally occurring in the human body, but as we get older, our body manufactures less and less of this. Now, why does that matter? Because we know that dimethylglycine is required for over 40 different biological processes within the human body. So if we're lacking it, we're going to struggle with proper function. And when we think about one of the main functions of dimethylglycine, we have to look at the production of glutathione. Now, glutathione is one of our most important and valuable antioxidants in the body. So if we're lacking glutathione, our little liver, for example, has a very hard time with fending off all of the different toxins that we're exposed to on a regular basis. So these can be toxins coming from the foods that we eat, maybe from medication that you're taking, from the air that we breathe, and all the different environmental exposures. I've talked often about the importance of putting clean things on your skin and on your hair, for example, because all of those chemicals, those parabens, those phthalates, your liver has to contend with that. And if we are lacking in glutathione, that is an area that the liver will then struggle even more so with. So we know that the Orange's HX contains dimethylglycine. We also know it contains taurine. Now, taurine is a very important amino acid, and it is found in very high amounts in your excitable tissues. So when we think about things such as our heart and our brain. So this is really quite critical. So brain health, heart health, yeah, clearly we want to make sure that we are supporting that. But we also utilize taurine, this very important amino acid, for eye health as well as for insulin sensitivity, for example. So we are now going to be taking something instead of orange juice. We have the Orange's HX, so one scoop of this into some water, and we are giving ourselves this really important amino acid that the heart and the brain require for proper functioning, that the eyes really, really love, as well as helping to stabilize or normalize our insulin response to any rise in blood glucose. So this is quite beneficial. This also contains green coffee bean extract. And this is real cool because the green coffee bean extract once again helps to enhance insulin sensitivity via ways of working within the pancreatic amylase. And so, amylase is the enzyme that is required for the proper breakdown of carbohydrates. So, by having green coffee bean extract in this, along with your inositol, along with your taurine and the dimethylglycine, you are really getting a lot of pack in one scoop. And like I said, hands down, when we compare it, we say, okay, orange juice. And some people say, oh, well, it's fresh squeeze. It's going to somehow be better. If there's a little pulp in it, it's somehow better. And I always say, at the end of the day, you're better off eating an actual orange to obtain that fiber to slow the rate of blood sugar spiking as opposed to taking straight orange juice, which gives you a minimal amount of exposure to vitamin C, but that kind of limits you to that point. So this is why having the Oranges HX, which is packed with all of these fruit and vegetable extracts. So you're getting all of those powerful polyphenols, all of those antioxidants, along with it being enhanced with dimethylglycine, to help to support your glutathione production, along with those other many important biological processes in the body, has that inositol, which we know is really important for our little neurons in our brain. Actually, they've done studies where they've looked at just how impactful inositol can be. They've studied inositol versus SSRIs, which are the standard treatment for depression, for example. So these selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, and they have found that the inositol does a fabulous job when it comes to normalizing proper neurotransmitter release and brain functionality across the board without having the side effects that the SSRIs come with. So we know inositol is very important. We know dimethylglycine is very important. And we know taurine plays an essential role in the human body when it comes to heart function, when it comes to brain function, when it comes to pancreatic function. So there's so many wonderful things that are packed into the Oranges HX. So I definitely encourage you. I am all about, healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, making sure that you're doing the right thing. That's why I'm such an advocate of the Mediterranean diet and adhering to that. But you have to make sure that you incorporate in the right things into your routine. So don't just say, oh, well, it's orange juice, so maybe it's healthier than if I have a soda. Let's think again and let's think, well, let's look at this product over here. Let's look at the Oranges HX and let's look at all of the wonderful things that are in here that help to support and balance all of my cells versus my orange juice. So this is why we want to try and swap out that OJ for the Oranges HX. So that is all that I have for you for today. I will be back in a few more days to talk about more wonderful nutrients available at Invite Health. Thank you.